Hey guys, we're back at it again with another Highway Blossoms recap from last time. Basically we're signing off, to the I think what was it called again? The ship. It wasn't shipwreck. It was like shiprock or something. Oh, wait, the shiprock, the rock that was basically shaped like a ship. A lot of people were there crowding, and then we encountered someone that we encountered in the first part, which was that one girl from the gas station who was making a ruckus, with the store clerk. So then the girl took us back to her base to kind of convince Amber over here that treasure is real, and yeah, we ended up finding out that Amber and her crew ended up this dismembering, or what'd you say, dismantling? Dismembering, it sounds really morbid, so I'd say dismantling the car, specifically Marna's car. And yeah, Marna decided to forgive them because she doesn't hold grudges. Well, Amber was still pretty shaken, but she tried to calm down, but still. Without further ado, let's do this. I guess we're on our own again. Maybe we're gonna get some food or something because it looks like a restaurant, but yeah, let's go. It feels like the page is staring back at me. In fact, at this point, it probably is. My gaze drips from the journal to the window by the entrance. Marna is outside, twirling the payphone's cord as she pops in another quarter. She bites her lips and looks through the window. Our eyes met. She sends me a small, anxious wave. Closing the book, I let out a yawn and remove my head from my fist. I'm sure there's a red imprint on my cheek. Figuring out that we had to go to Shiprock was the easy part. Everything else has been a gigantic pain in the ass. There's a rush of precious cold air getting sucked from the building. Marna enters, carefully shutting the door and taking the seat opposite me in the booth. So, how'd it go? It went fine, I guess. Your parents are okay with all this? Maybe not okay. A smile creeps onto her face. But they understand. At least someone gets it, because I still don't. They weren't happy about the car though. I think you were the only person who was. How couldn't I be? Mario showed us that the treasure is real. You're going to believe the people who stole your car? Bro, too innocent. Oh, poor Marna. It was an accident. They didn't mean to. Besides, they're nice. Before I can argue further, our waitress emerges from the kitchen, carrying our old order. A hot black coffee for me, a milkshake for Marna, and a large order of fries for both of us. Yummy. Marna's eyes brighten at the sight of the shake. Like with the slushy, here Sweet Tooth takes control of her, and she practically starts drooling over the glass. With a nod, a waitress disappears back into the kitchen. Thanks for the food, by the way. Well, it's not like I really had a choice. I could hear your stomach from the driver's seat. I wasn't about to let you starve to death on my watch. Plus, I was getting pretty hungry too. Amazingly, Maria didn't freak out at the sight of the diner, like she has at everything else so far. I was genuinely shocked. I didn't hear a gasp of awe escape her mouth as we pulled up. Hey Amber, why don't you get a shake too? Coffee and fries don't really go together, don't you think? I'm fine, I don't really like sweet things. It's super good, especially if you dip your fries in it. She takes several of the fries, does that, dipping them in the shake like it was ketchup or mustard. That's silly. All I could do the same thing with my coffee. Taking a fry, I dunk it into my coffee and take a bite of it. Wow. That was a bad idea. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Grimacing, I placed the rest of the fries on my napkin as I could cope with the cold, chill, sulfury aftertaste. Maybe it'll work better if you put creamer in it. Somehow, I doubt that. Besides, it would just ruin the coffee. Pure black coffee. I don't know how you can even drink it without cream, or at least a little sugar. It's so bitter. It's an acquired taste. You find the flavor in the bitterness. That's why I think it's weird that you drink something like that. How do you mean? Isn't that what do you mean? How do you mean? I don't know. Her brow furrows in deep thought. You always seem so yes or no about stuff. If you like something, then you do. If you don't like something, then you don't. You're losing me, Mara. What did Mom used to tell us when we didn't listen to her? Oh yeah. Basically, you have a really thick head, Amber. Wow. I nearly spit the coffee out of my mouth. Gee, thanks. Or was it thick skull? I think it's that one, Marina. Whatever, you know what I mean, right? I think so, maybe. It wasn't really an acquired taste for me. Now that I think about it, maybe I've always liked the bitterness. Or maybe I just convinced myself that I did. I don't know. Is that a bad thing? Just like in Maria's RV, Marina's shake her head and gives me a sweet, genuine smile. I don't think so. I really like it. It reminds me of Shiprock. It's called this damn Shiprock. A warm, tingling sensation bubbles up in my chest. It forces me to smile, but I could play it off all cool and breezy like. Heh, I remind you of Shiprock? You shouldn't say that kind of thing. People might think they're insults. Satisfied with how I played that off, I reached for a fry to reward myself. But instead of hot, crispy goodness, something smooth brushes against my fingertips. I gaze down at the plate of fries. Marina's hands for a split second rest below mine. Oh. Wait, hold on. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, the blush. Oh my gosh. It's a moment. Hold on. We instinctively snap back. Marina's face is bright shade of pink, and mine is probably similar. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry. The room feels 10 degrees hotter when we try to re-establish eye contact, but our glances shoot off in other directions as soon as we meet. Hey, Amber. I managed to compose myself long enough to look back. You said something about bills and expensive last night, right? I don't know what you exactly meant by that, or it is you have to pay off, but since we know the treasure is real now, I was wondering, maybe you might think about sticking around to look with me? We could even split it or something. Well, first of all, we don't even know if the treasure is actually real. Maria could be pulling our legs. My coffee is mostly gone. All that's left is a puddle and a few stray grounds. I'll think about it though. Really? I only said I would think about it. Don't get too excited just yet. I won't. I just think it would be super cool. Marina flops her chin down and rests on the table. I mean, we already made it this far. How's it going anyway? Have you figured out where the first place of the treasure might be? No luck. Not like the guy drew a map or anything. He just jotted down details about the places he went. That and rambling about how awesome he was. He has an ego then? Do you think Maria was right when he hid on top of the old shippy? Oh wait, no, that was Marina's. Whoops. Don't listen to Mario, okay? She doesn't know what she's talking about. Think about it. How would he even scale the mountain? He was traveling solo on horseback. I doubt he would have the tools to do it. And even if he did, I'm pretty sure he would have gone on about his journal. With a puppy dog whined, Marna frowns. Are you sure he didn't mention anything else? Maybe something we didn't catch? I slid the book across the table and over the leftover crumbs, stretching out my stiff joint as I rested against the booth. Take a look if you want. My eyes are gonna start bleeding if I read it again. The only things I really mentioned are the rocks and the dikes around it. Oh. Marna forces herself to stare at the plate and blush from earlier reappearing. Oh? Oh. Huh? No, not like that. Wait, what were you thinking? Oh, ho, ho, ho. No wonder that line was weird to me. I was like, wait, nice, nice. Bah. Okay. I stifle a giggle. Teasing her is gonna be a blast. I mean, rocks and branches out from the mountain. That's what they call. Huh? It's so simple, but it makes sense. I shoot up and throw down some money. Marna jumps at the sound of the table rattling. What's the matter? Did you figure out where it is? Maybe. At least a general area. I march towards the door. The stable rattles again, and as Marna leaps up, she stays behind to straighten it out before scrambling to catch up with me. We're going now? Hell no, we don't have any equipment. But we know someone who does. Gonna go bother Mario over here. I shoved the door open and last station between refreshing air and burning dry heat. Come on, let's go cash in a favor. Oh, it's night. Should we really be out here? What if we get snatched up or something? It was sure nice for Mario and her friends to let us use some of their equipment. Oh, what music is playing? Pretty good, pretty good. What the heck? Okay. Only after the Joseph guy begged her to. I mean, I feel like they owe us a favor after, you know, doing what they did to Marna's car. I pause to look around. We decide to wait until nightfall to go around some more. It's like an entirely different world. The further you get from the insanity, the quiet and calm, only lights are and stars, and a faint glow of the campground and campers and motorhomes flickering in the distance. Marna fiddles with the metal detector's headphones and moving them halfway. Sorry for the beeping sound. Sorry for the beeping louds. What was that? Forget it. I'm not playing that game. Just keep listening. Oh. Did you find something? I think so. Over here. I set aside my shovel and throw myself to the ground, crawling at the sand. The shiny specks stick out the ground. Frantically, I dig it up. Is it cold? It's... I scraped harder. It's... harder. It's... Finally, I unearth it and hold it up to the starlight. A soda tab. Damn it! This is the 5th one! If we were to find any more, we could start making a curtain out of them. I sent the tab flying, speeding off over the dikes. Maybe we should call it a night. I'm sure we can find it once we're fresh in the morning. Nah, That's no good. We can only do it now because Parks and Recreation isn't paying as much attention. Even now, someone's still guarding the area near the campground. The rock gives us some cover, so I don't think we'll be spotted, but we still need to be careful. We'll keep looking for a while. If we can't find anything, we might want to assume the worst. Her face wrenches with hopelessness. That somebody else found it? That it doesn't even exist. Or it doesn't exist. Jeez, it's like you never even considered that it might not be real. But Maria... Yeah, I know. I grab my shovel and swing back over my shoulder. As we walk, we stay close as to the mountain range as possible. Why are you so gung-ho about this thing anyway? If you're just in it for the cash, there are better ways to make money than dragging yourself around the desert. No. Oh no, it's nothing like that. It's just some story that she would tell us. Her voice trails off. It hangs over us, never fully evaporating into a cool night air. It's okay. Don't feel like you have to tell me. We both have things we don't want to talk about. That's becoming very clear. At least Marna doesn't swerve off the road so she can go pout. I just don't want to think about it. All I've been doing for the last month is thinking about it. I almost wish my brain would quit working so I wouldn't have to. So naturally, I just take a long, lonely trip with nothing to do except think. Amber, it's happening again. Marna stops, hands quivering as she tightens her grip. I swear, if this is another soda tab. I don't think it is. It's beeping really loud. It's vibrating a lot. Wait. It's vibrating? Uh-huh. It feels weird. The metal detector hovers over the ground, between a rock and the sand. I thrust my shovel into the spot, and the metal scraping against the edge of the dike. Planting my foot, the shovel said, I furthered into the ground using every ounce of my strength to dig. The first load of dirt, the sand unclenches from the ground, loosening the earth around it. I throw the load side and repeat the process. Each time it's a little easier, a little lighter. Finally, the shovel strikes something hard, sending a shock vibration through the hand. It sends a vibration up the shovel, into my hand, resonating through my entire body. Bedrock? I haven't dug that deep. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, it's like really deep bedrock. Dropping to my knees, I reach my hand in the hole, brush off the remaining dirt. Damn, we're going Minecraft out here. Mining. Marna leans in. The sounds of her anxiously swallowing is barely audible over my heavy breathing. Oh, CGI. My fingers brush against something. I gulp and pull out whole contents of small rotting wood. Ooh, what are we looking at over here? My heart stops. Trembling, I open the box and leftover dirt falling into my lap. The treasure! Gold. It exists. It exists. It exists! Marna yells at the top of her lungs. Yells so loud that it bounces off the mountain, echoing off to the horizon and then back again. Marna has been unleashed. Not so loud, they might hear us. She lowers her voice to an excited whisper, channeling her energy into bouncing up and down. But it exists! I told you it did! She's right. Despite being proven wrong, I can't help but smile. And here I thought it was gonna be some plastic treasure chest with a couple of chocolate milk inside or something, equally shameless and corporate. Wow, that's nice. Oh, the hug. Amber! Aww. My only warning is a quick gust of wind. Before I even have a chance to brace for her, I'm engulfed by Martin and her hug. This is a wholesome moment. Oh. What? It's real, I told you it was. I told you. I stopped for a second and smiled. Yeah, you were right, it's real. Should we tell someone? Or should we even do, what should we even do now? Honestly, I'm not sure. It's getting pretty late though. Let's pack it up for the night. We can think about it, what to do in the morning. For now, we could just marvel at the fact that it's not bogus. Sounds like a plan. It does, but... She takes a deep, long breath, inhaling all the air around. And maybe even some of mine, then releasing it all at once. It's actually really real! Marna, quiet, they're gonna hear us. Ooh, this is nice. A thunderous banging wakes me from dead sleep, rattling the entire motor home. Hey, I know you two are in there. You thieves better still not be sleeping. What's that? The muffled shouts leaks in from outside, followed by another voice. Sis, it's not even 7. Can I go back to bed? Another voice. Oh, it's the 3 gung-ho group. It's the gold diggers. Better just be off rolling with it for her. It may as well be noon. I'll burn you up, or I swear Joe's gonna bust down this door. Wait, what? Gee, I wonder who this could be. I already had the feeling I know who. I roll out of bed and open the slider connecting to the other rooms. Marna is still pressed up against the back fold-out bed, with the sheet over her head. Who do you think that is? Take a wild guess. March over and open the door. As expected, my 3 favorite people stand before me. It's about time. Do you have any idea how we've been out here? How long we've been out? Oh wait, that's Maria. It's about time. Do you have any idea how long we've been out here? A groggy Tess sways from side to side. Joseph's gentle hands are the only thing preventing her from passing out on the ground. It's funny that all people accuse us of theft. It's funny that you of all people accuse of theft. Oh yeah, because of the car situation. What else would you call what happened to my equipment? I don't know, borrowing? You loaned it to us, remember? Correction. Joe loaned it to you. Joe gives a tired smirk and a wave. I was forced to stay idling by the watch you make off with it. That's theft, if I ever seen it. Girl, you cannot be talking. You over here taking cars that are randomly in the desert, bruh. Random cars in the desert, bruh. Basically, that's what I mean. She pushes me aside and clambers into the motorhome, followed by the other 2. Hey, y'all. No one invited y'all in. Oh my gosh. Looks like we're coming in. Oh, bruh. Good morning. Wow, y'all know how to make an entrance. Hey, you 3. Morning, how are you guys doing? Bruh, what the heeks? Whoops. Tired for what it's worth. We tried stopping her. Maria stomps in the middle of the motorhome and then analyzing everything before releasing a loud scoff. So where's my stuff? If you don't get out of my RV in 5 seconds, I'll shove it up your Don't worry about it. You guys are great. Hey Tess, did you hang up your new wind chime? Tess' eyes flicker with interest for all a second, then return to the obstinate, droopy state. Uh-huh. Above my bed. What's up with the fold out? You two don't sleep together? Oh! Think they're dating? What? What? Told you. Damn it. Grumbling, Mario pulls a bill from her pocket and slaps it in Joe's hand. Were they doing bets or what? Does that mean we get to sleep in tomorrow morning? Sure does, kiddo. Sure does. The ringleader of the circus returns to inspecting the motorhome, fiddling with the magnets on the fridge. Anyway, give me back my equipment and we'll get out of your hair. Come on, just let them use it. It's the least we could do after tearing apart her car. Mario's attention turns to the countertop, with the open box of stunning gold nuggets from the night before. And whose fault was that? What is this? What? The thing on the counter almost looks like... Oh damn. That's a piece of treasure we found. Ah, yeah, right. You're kidding. She chuckles. She stops. She's kidding, right? I have a devious thought and crack an equally devious smile. Nope, she's telling the truth, 100%. I wrap my arm around Maria, bringing her close. Joseph and Tess shoot each other alarmed glances. We found it last night with your equipment. She stands there stupefied. No! Ow! That's impossible! You're lying! Really now? Hey Marna, why don't you tell her about it? Sure thing! It started yesterday after we met. Amber looked at the journal again and thought it might be near the smaller rocks behind the bigger one. They called dikes, I think. Anyway, turns out she was right. Mario looks down, muttering to herself. But how? Why wouldn't he just hide it on the mountain? It doesn't make any sense. He was going back to Missouri. Her voice diminishes until her words are reduced to lip flaps. Like a mad scientist trying to figure out a complex equation, she retreats into her own little world. Maria? A smidge of sympathy buds inside me. I took Joseph and Tess. Even they looked a little shocked. Is she gonna be okay? I honestly don't know. Tess approaches Maria, who's still whispering nonsense under her breath. Nonchalantly, Tess hops in front of her, her hands reaching upwards, trying to wave it in front of Maria and bring her back to our world. No response. Tess pulls Mario's arms skyward and allows them to flop down to her side. Still no response. You know, we've been looking into the treasure since we were kids. Joseph steps up to the counter and stares into the box. Never expected someone else to find it before us. That's more than I can say. I didn't even think it existed. There's that too. He sighs, then, with a shrug, cracks a smile. Well, good job anyway. You ladies seem cool. So, if it couldn't be us, then at least it was you. You guys want to stick around? We could tell you more about it. He looks at Maria. Somehow, I don't think that would be healthy for her. Or you. He grabs Maria by the shoulders, begins pushing her towards the exit. Come on, Mario, let's go. Make you a nice, cold michelada. You two can keep the equipment. Think of it as an apology gift. Because cheaply made tools can get at any hardware store are of equal value to a car. They're almost out of the motorhome when Mario flips and rushes back. Hold on a minute, thief! Oh gosh. She looks straight in the eye. She looks me straight in the eyes, and her expression returning to that of the piercing hawk. You just have beginner's luck. You might have found the first piece, but I promise you, me and my team will find the rest. She extends a hand and smirks. I pause for a moment, then grab it and offer a smirk of my own. You're on. Marna and Joseph both let out a sigh of relief as if they just witnessed a signing of a peace treaty. Well, I guess that takes care of it. Now let's get out of here and go back to the proper base. Are you going to drink until you feel better again, sis? Shut up! Didn't Mom ever teach you any manners? You always said Mom is an airhead ditz who didn't know how good advice or a good man if it bit her on the butt. Oh yeah. Sorry for all the trouble, ladies. See you two down the road. Joseph pulls the door. Martin and I stay put as the bickering of the two trios fades into the distance. Were you serious? About what? The treasure. You told Maria that you were gonna find the rest. If you were just being nice, I wanna leave now, that's fine too. You've already done a lot for me. She cast her eyes downwards to hide her emotions, but I know better by now. I'll let you keep all the treasure for yourself. And let you keep all the treasure for yourself? Hell no. Her eyes bounce back. Besides, someone's gotta keep you from getting yourself into trouble. May as well be me. For real? But you don't have the festival to go to? It's still a little while away. I want to do some sightseeing anyway. Marna lunges forward. Before I can sidestep, she tackles me with the force of a gold-filled freight train. I don't even try to resist. It's futile in the grace of Marna's hugs. Thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Actually, I probably owe you an apology. She cocks her head and looks up at me. I look away, my bashful side taking over. Well, you know, I kept saying that it wasn't real and stuff. Hey, don't worry about it. Most people wouldn't have even given me the time of day. Yeah, but... Relax, just figure out where we have to go next. I smile. We walk in front of the RV, take our seats, grabbing a journal, glove department, and I flip open. I glance over the second entries and key the phrase split path detour. Acres of identical archstone throw my brain into a deep end, drowning me in dizzying puzzles before I even fully read it. Marna peeks over, trying to decipher the entries with me. A speck of indequency crawls up inside me, and I quickly flip the next entry before Marna notices I'm stuck. I deal with that later. For now, we'll just narrow this down. Much has happened since my last entry, so let me waste no time in the beginning. As I mentioned previously, I had begun to develop a cough of sort during my travels. At the time, I thought nothing of it, and just a result of being overexposed. The elements, after all, handsomely rugged and worldly man, such as myself, should be such things, but I digress. Fortunately, the more I continued under my blazing sun, the more condition worsened. My condition worsened, until finally my body gave out, and the last thing I remember is falling off my steed. Sometimes later, I woke next to a fire, with a horse nearby. I myself could not move as I held down the illness sweat. I was reassured by a man sitting across from me. Upon further inspection, I realized he was a native of this land. Several encounters with people of his sort during the time, the wagon trail. So naturally, I was suspicious and fearful. For the remainder of my gold, however, the man said he had no interest in such things. A dry, quiet fellow. The man told me his name is Lamacity, and I was in the canyon his people occupied. Although they had been driven to a different segment of its years back, his English was quite fluent, and when I inquired, he said that he had learned from settlers as a boy. Over the next several days, Lamacity would nurse me back to health. We would never stay too far. He preferred looking after his estranged tribe from a distance, but I was able to explore portions of his home. Eventually, I stumbled upon a long ruined home built into the cave onto the mountain. According to Lamacity, there was more way like it, though they originally belonged to the enemy of his ancestors. It was then I realized that where I would leave the next portion of my bounty. On the last day of him, I informed Lamasi of my plans, and he casually promised to guard it for me until the return. Before I left, he pointed to me in the direction of the sacred landmark. It was also a giant, huge. It would stimulatively be conspicuous and inauspicious hiding place. With knowledge, I bid farewell to my new friend and trusted the golden in his care. Perhaps I reward him with some kind of return home. Oh, my alarm's going off. I didn't even notice. You're my Lamasi Amber. Suddenly my chest felt like a hummingbird's flying around in it. I shift my eyes away from her and smile and hide my face. Thanks. When you strip away the circumstances, I guess I did protect her like a Lamasi guy with the minor. A gorge like a canyon, right? Marna leans closer and points to entry strands and soft hair tickling my cheek. I shoot back a power, though it taking a sharp breath to recollect myself. Basically, yeah. Marna springs out of her seat, bursts in realization of her head an inch away from smacking into the ceiling. Oh my god! Does that mean we gotta go to the Grand Canyon? We gotta go to the Grand Canyon, Amber. We gotta go to the Grand Canyon, Amber. Not unless history decides to rewrite itself. There's a lot of canyons with ruins. One of them is the Grand Canyon, but most of them have been cleaned out for hundreds of years. I choked down the groan. Indian ruins aren't exactly rarities around. Maybe the other entry wasn't so bad after all. So we're looking for the place that was still being used in the 1850s. Ooh, they hung. Marna hunkers down and thinks with me. Wrinkles forming on her forehead, and she tries to straighten out an answer. Pretty sure she doesn't even know where to start, but at least she's trying. Well, there is one place. Marna hardly gets a breath before I crush her dream once again. Not the Grand Canyon. She slinks back into her chair, quietly pouts. It's still in Arizona, but it's a different place. Canyon de Chelly. The Navajo weren't chased out until 1863, so the timing isn't too skewy. The place is loaded with ruins, too. Oh, they are in Puebloan ruins? My flow of information stops. She knows what I'm talking about. She can actually pronounce it. Oh yeah, I'm surprised you know that. Yep, I've been reading those travel guides lying around. Super interesting. Those things must be as old as I am by now. I didn't have the heart to throw them away when I was cleaning everything out. Hey, that's how I did it. The best way to learn. Anyway, Canyon de Chelly is pretty damn close to here. She gasped. So, mine's lined up with the route he took. Well, I can't be 100% positive, but... I close my eyes and snap the book shut, air between pages puffing out at us. Then, with one eye open, shoot Marna a grin. I'm pretty sure. And with that, we're gonna end it off. We're going to Canyon de Chelly, or whatever it's called. That was quite an adventure. What a development. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was really interesting. Like the mining, the relationships, everything. The whole development was really, really good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time when we see them going over there and try to find the rest of the treasure. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment down below if you guys want more of this type of content or any other type of content, very open ideas. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Subscribe for more Highway Blossoms. See y'all.